All right, there we go. Let me go get some lights and stuff, guys. Hold on 1 second. Well, that battery's dead. So I even got a Ryobi battery down here? It's okay, we'll just use the old skill light. What's up, everybody? So, you guys have been watching the Rigid 4 mode videos, right? You've been watching them. They've been keeping up with the 860, the Quick Eject, and the 2953 from Milwaukee, right? Well, I've had a bunch of people. Hey, Pine Tree. Had a bunch of people. What up, John Doe? Yeah, I know. It's all lies, right? What up, Kansas? Juan. All Aiden. What's up? I've had a bunch of comments saying that I'm rigging this, or I've ran that test 50 times and the Milwaukee wins every time, blah, blah, blah. Put a bigger battery on it. Well, that tells me that they didn't really watch the video, because the battery I had on it was a 6 amp hour Forge battery. And I was using the 4 amp hour tablets on the Rigid. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me go get all these batteries real quick. They're all on the charger. I don't want any excuses tonight. I didn't want any excuses tonight. I don't want to hear it was a bar down. You rigged this, you rigged that. Thank you, Juan. The merch store link, Juan just posted it. Thank you. Let's see. Where is me battery? There it is. If anything, we're going to have the Rigid down a bar. It just was down a bar, so it's not fully charged. Nope, you're rigging it. Seen you pre-drill. Use a hot screw. Use screws with... yeah, right? It's just... it can be a bit much at times, but... I've come to the new theory. This is my new theory with people that say that stuff, right? My new theory is... I say thank you for watching, and that's it, because... I don't know. I don't got time to argue with people. You know what I mean? It's just not my thing. If I wanted to argue with somebody, trust me, I could find a lot of other people to argue with than argue with some idiot who's telling me I'm rigging a test. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's just silly in my eyes. All right. Let's get this stacked. On the Flex Quick Eject. Boom. Pat, what's up? LEFK, what's up? John Dole, what's up? Okay, I gotta find one more nut driver here, guys. Give me a sec. There she be. All right. So the first up, now remember, these are all ice cold. All ice cold. So these nut drivers here, these Harbor Freight nut drivers, they suck. See, they're supposed to, I don't know if you guys can see in there. See that? The magnet falls out of them every time. Every one of them, the magnet has fallen out. The magnet just fell out now. It just fell on the floor. Look. Look. The magnet comes out of them. They suck. Don't buy them. They're good for testing, because if they break, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? But both of them will have the same nut driver from Harbor Freight. And look, they both don't have the magnet in there. They're both gone. Yep. Something from Harbor Freight sucks? I know, right? It's a mirror. It's a shaka. It's a shaka. Guys, my fat thumbs. All right, here we go. Now, I'm going to say this. While I'm doing this, guys, I can hardly see the comments. So if I don't answer you right away, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I cannot see the comments. And I will try to see your comment when I am done doing this, or just ask once I'm done, okay? So look, right? There's no hole there, right? I'll just show you. Look. See where I'm drilling? There's no hole. There's no pre-drilled hole there. Okay. Rigid will go here. Okay. The Milwaukee will go here. And I have a funny feeling my wood's going to crack. And I'm going to have to get new wood. How does that look, guys? Does that look pretty even? That looks pretty even. Screw it. Maybe this one's just a touch. Okay. All right, speed 3. Fully charged, 6 amp hour forged. Speed 3. Not fully charged, 4 amp hour EXP. Let's see. Let's see if I'm a liar. All right, it won that time. All right, it won that time. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. You also got to remember, too, the Milwaukee has a bigger battery. But I will say, when I did this test about 20 times, the Milwaukee did win 2 or 3 of them times. But for the most part, the Rigid was either a tie or a slight winner. And I also did the test. I did 10 of the tests with the 3 amp hour high output battery. 4-2, and then I switched to the other 10 with the 6 amp hour forge, just to give it every advantage. All right, let's try it again. Do I? Oh my, bro, this is the 3 mode. That's why it lost. Bro, that's the 3 mode. That's the 3 mode. That's why it lost. Look. Did anybody catch that? Bro, I had the wrong impact driver in my hand. I had the wrong impact driver in my hand. No wonder why it lost. Where? Here it is. Oh, yeah. All right, now we got the proper tool. God damn it, Josh. See what happens when you're in a rush, guys? They feel so similar, the 3 mode and the 4 mode, that I just didn't notice it. My bad. All right, here we go. So that first run didn't count because I had the wrong impact driver in my hand. All right, this is the real deal right here. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see. Came through the side of the wood. Don't count. Still, they were about tied until it came through the side of the wood. The Milwaukee barely won that one. There must be something up with this side of the wood here. But still, this thing can hang with the Milwaukee. It just can. We're going to have to get new wood. Go over here. What do we got? A little bit higher over here. A little bit higher still. I don't want anybody saying anything stupid. That's about even. That's about even. We'll do this again, and we'll switch up for a few runs, switch up hands. All right, Milwaukee barely got it that time too. But, dude, when I'm talking about barely getting it, right? I'm talking barely getting it. You know what I mean, guys? So, when I did them videos, I didn't say the rigid one. I pretty much called them ties because I ran it so many times. That it was so close every time that I just said, fuck it, it's a tie. Now, that's with the Forge battery too, guys. That's with the Forge battery. Let's put, now it's not my fault Milwaukee does not make a 4 amp hour tabless battery. That's Milwaukee's dumbass fault, okay? Let's try it with their 3 amp hour high output battery. Same, kind of the same footprint we'll try to keep here. And I'll just show you how good this thing is. We have to get new wood. Cracked. We're going to have to get new wood. Damn it. It's all cracked over here. Shit. I don't know. We'll give it a run. We'll see. Those even. Okay. Okay. You just saw it. The Milwaukee barely beat it by about 1/8 to a 3/16 of an inch with the 6 amp hour Forge battery on it. It was pretty much a dead even tie with the 3 amp hour high output battery on it. Okay. Oh man, we got 111 people watching. Double tap the screen, guys. Double tap the screen. Let me see what you guys got. The dog. His rigid obsession is worse than my Bauer obsession. I don't have a rigid obsession. Listen, guys, listen to me. Listen. I do not have a rigid obsession. I love this impact driver. Okay? This was my first real professional level tool when I bought it, okay? Before then I used, you know, Ryobi stuff, Hercules, that type of stuff, you know? So when I sprung for this, it was like a big step up when I got this, okay? So if you don't know, you look at my basement, it is littered with Milwaukee pack out, Milwaukee tools. I got more Milwaukee batteries than Flex, Rigid, Ryobi, Bosch combined. You know what I mean? So I'm not obsessed with Rigid. But like Souls was saying, why don't people give Rigid a try? Why? I don't know why they don't give Rigid a try. Because obviously this thing can hang with the best of them. Not saying it's more powerful than them, okay? Obviously the H60 is going to be a little bit more powerful. Obviously the quick eject's going to be a little bit more powerful. Obviously. But I tell you what, this thing holds its own against it. It's right there. It's like right there, dude. With this 4 amp hour EXP battery on it. It is right there. And I just want more people to be aware of this company. That's all. Stop buying, you know, if you like Ryobi, fine, but why are you buying Ryobi when you got this company sitting right next to it in the same store? It makes no sense how Ryobi is catapulting way up here, Milwaukee, and then Rigid is just plummeting. It makes no sense. Because honestly, these guys should be the ones that are taking off, because they're in the middle. They're in the middle, right? Yeah, he did say something about the quick eject on sale. I haven't seen it for as cheap as $85, though. Not in my area. It could be in other areas. That's the thing. That's why whenever I'm out of town, I go right to the Lowe's and Home Depots in town when I'm out of town, because you never know what you're going to find. I found that Metabo HPT router for 30 bucks. So I found the Metabo Gen 1 hammer drill for 40 bucks. So, I mean, you can get some really good deals, especially when you're out of town, man, because for some odd reason, different stores do different deals. It makes no sense to me, but that's what they do. Yeah, and that's shocking to me because they made the tool orange, right? Home Depot is orange. It can only be sold it's only sold at Home Depot, right? You can't buy this anywhere else. It's exclusively at Home Depot. So you got the orange tool in the orange tool home improvement store. How did they not take this brand and make it their #1 brand? I agree, Jimmy. I agree that they kind of took Rigid and fucked it up. Just like Lowe's fucked up Flex or Bosch. How do you have those two great power tool companies sitting in your store, and the only way you can sell them is if you got some crazy ass sale going on? Let's be honest. Nobody's going in there to buy a Flex tool unless it's some crazy BOGO deal or a $79 hammer drill from Bosch. What are these stores doing? This should be the #1 at Home Depot, and it's not. All right, I'm going to change out the wood. I'm changing out the wood. You got to remember, too, this was with a bar down, too, guys. Bar down. Does anybody know who won the Michigan State-Boston College game? Can anybody update me on that, please? I know it was in double overtime with Boston College leading. Anybody got any updates on that? Who was the first one or second to sell out during Black Friday every year across the country? It's Rigid. Look this year, guys, and notice they just didn't push it. Yeah, I know. And honestly, they didn't really have that great of deals during Black Friday. Besides the 2 amp hour EXP 8 amp hour batteries, the two of them for like $149, that was an awesome deal. That was about the only deal that I felt was like, yeah. Or maybe the subcompact drill kit was good too. But yeah, they never have these great deals. I have only ever bought the Welp Milwaukee. My only cheap buy has been Craftsman. Well, these aren't cheap. Don't get it fooled. They're not like Craftsman cheap or Hercules cheap, okay? They're cheaper than the higher echelon models, but the problem is they don't ever have big deals on them. When Flex, Bosch, Milwaukee are offering sale deals that are cheaper than their list price, well, yeah, why would anybody buy Rigid when they can go get a goddamn Bosch for the same price, maybe a little bit cheaper? You know what I mean? So I just think these guys need to start stepping up their marketing game, and I think Home Depot has done them a great disservice. Just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Who bought out DeWalt? Is that what you meant, Robert? DeWalt is owned by Stanley Black & Decker. They do online, but you have to check. Rich is on sale daily online. Yeah, I get that, but let's be honest. Kansas. If you're a tradesman and you need a tool before you go heading to work, you're not going online. You're going in store and picking it up, right? I hate buying stuff online. Why? Because I get used tools. I don't get the proper tools that are supposed to be in the box. It's happened at least 10 times to me where I've ordered something online. It's gotten shipped to my house. I open it up. It's supposed to be let's just use this for an example. It's supposed to be a DeWalt 1007. Instead, it's a DeWalt $7.99 that's all gummy and grindy. So the guy bought the 1007, put the drill and the shitty battery back in the box and returned it. And the idiots never checked it. They put it back on the shelf and then they ship it out to people. And then when you bring it in and you tell them that, they look at you like you are doing something shady. That's why I hate buying online. I ordered from Acme Tools the Metabo T-Power battery months ago. Never came in. I canceled it. I said, you guys fucking suck. I just don't like buying online. I want to hold it. I want to see it. I want to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. It's hard to do all that stuff online. What? Someone answered your football question? Okay, Christina, then who won? Hi, Derek. I'm just going back through the comments. Michigan 42, Boston College 40. Awesome. All right. Did he miss us that much? He need help? Yeah. It ain't Harvard, babe. It's Boston College, but thank you. I appreciate you trying. All right, guys, let me get some new wood here, and then we'll do the DCF 870, okay? Where's Souls at? Is he mad at me? I don't want him to be mad at me. I was just fucking with him in the Discord. I was just messing with him in the Discord. You know, I think he got mad at me. Whatever. There's been nobody who's been messed more with in the Discord than me, okay? So, I was just messing with him. I hope he's not pissed at me. I guess I'll have to text him after this. That Discord can get a little wonky. Of course. God damn it. It missed the wood on the bottom. It cracked the wood on the bottom. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. See what happens when you don't have the right tool for the job? I'm using a goddamn impact driver on a stupid 10-inch timber lock, and I'm paying the price for it. Do this little trick here. Alright, there we go. Come on. Oh. Alright, thank God that's over with. Let's try this again. Alright, we're not using that anymore. It's too hot. I can't touch it. When in doubt, use the proper tool for the job. What do you know? That's the drill. So we're going to use the proper tool for the job. Jooby, jooby doo. So how's your fine Saturday going today night, guys? You guys watch some football? You know, today was me and my wife's 11th anniversary tonight. And we went to the mall and just did some mall walking. You know you're getting old when you're doing mall walking. Okay. We went to dinner. It was nice. Oh my Lord, what's going on? It keeps wanting to go the other way. It's because that timber lock is bent. That timber lock got bent and it kept going in crooked. It's all right, we got it. All right. My daughter is having her first sleepover. That's cool. I remember my first sleepover. What are you doing?
Move over. Look what Josh made me.
Well, it was kind of a fuck up, but yeah. She ended up getting that because she wanted a little cutting board. All right. All right. All right, let's go down in here. So it's brand new wood, guys, right? You know there's no pilot holes in it. It's brand new wood. It was pretty even. All right. All right, so remember, guys, this is down a bar. Not a big deal, though. It's not as big of a deal as some people may think, okay? You don't really start seeing a power dip until that second bar goes down. All right, this is the DCF 860. Fully charged 4 amp hour power pack. Now, I'm not saying the rigid is stronger than the DCF 860. It's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, though, it most definitely can hang with it. Whoop. I didn't go all the way. Hold on. I mean, come on, guys. That's pretty close. You're talking a turn. One full turn of the screw. That's what it won by. This is also cold, so let's give it a minute to warm up. What's everybody saying? My hair is ridiculous one. I almost died earlier when wrapped around my throat. Corded tools, you never see a power dip. True. But I also hate cords. Hi, Denny. Now my profile picture is perfect. Let's see. Sayer. Oh no. The rigid lasts to DeWalt. It's trash. Yeah, I know, right? I'm also cheating. I'm also cheating, guys. I'm a rigid fanboy who is just making a rigid look better than what it actually is. Exact words. I had to delete that guy. I had to block him. Like, he said that twice, and all I said, what I put underneath, thank you for watching. I was trying to be nice and not engage. And then he, like, wrote a paragraph long about how I'm a piece of shit and shill and all this shit. So, yeah, I had to delete the comments and give him the old blockaroo. You never see power dip in black and Decker either because they have no power to begin with. That's true. Dude, I watched somebody use it was John Milwaukee. He used a Black & Decker, what do you call it? Jesus, guys, I'm tired, man. It's been a long day. jigsaw, okay? And he was trying to cut through a fucking 2x4, bro. And it took him like, I'm not joking, like 5 minutes to cut through a 2x4. Like, 2 inches long. Like, through pine. It was god-awful. All right, let's do it again. Oh, I'll show you this. Speed 3. Speed 3. That time, rigid 1. That time, rigid 1. Look. Did I not tell you guys about these Harbor Freight nut drivers? How the magnet falls out of them? This is like the 5th one I've had, and now this magnet has fallen out. I got a pile of magnets sitting over here. Look at all these magnets, guys. Because I got a bunch of them. Look at all of them. I got a pile of magnets sitting over here that every time they screw in a fastener, the fucking magnet falls out of them, dude. Junk. I know, they're horrible souls. They're horrible. Never say it's been a long day on your anniversary. Well, it was. Let's see. It started off, I had about 6 appointments at the pro shops. I went from Niagara Falls to Lockport, from Lockport to West Seneca, from West Seneca back to Lockport, from Lockport back to Niagara Falls. I got all the appointments done around 3:30, got home around 3:45, showered, shaved, hopped in the car with Christina, and we went off and did a lot of walking today. So it's been a good day, but it's been a long day. I also have a grizzly and a flex. Of what? What? Josh, you have a jigsaw to sell? That's one of the few tools that I don't own. I only have one jigsaw, Pat, and it's the Milwaukee M12 one. I'm not a big fan of jigsaws. I have used it sparingly. That's why I just got the M12 one. I don't use them that much, but I guess I got to start using them more here, especially if I want to start getting into more wood, bigger woodworking things, which is coming around the corner here very soon. I'm not selling anything. I'm going to take my tools with me. What, you're going to be buried with them, souls? Is that what you're saying? Or are you going to have, or if you're getting cremated, are you going to have them cremated with you? That's funny. All right, let's do this again. We'll switch hands this time. Don't want people thinking that it's because my right hand is stronger, and I don't want people thinking it's because my right hand's stronger, and all that bullshit. People that don't know how a fucking fastener works. I've only heard that about 1,015 times. Souls is having his shit buried with him. Nice. I know, Denny. I know. But also, I think this is fun. I don't know. I think it's fun going live and just proving douchebags wrong. What sayers say? Laugh out loud. No, Souls is going to have himself and his tools compacted into a cube in the junkyard. I don't know if that's where I'd want to be. I tried convincing the funeral home to cremate my dad with popcorn in there with him. They didn't think that was funny. There's something wrong with my wife. Just saying, guys. Tool heaven will be in my backyard grave. Right next to the, I can barely see, septic tank. All right, we're switching up hands on this one, guys. This one. Okay. Get in there. All right, here we go. I slipped. Hold on, let me get him. There. Start it again. Sorry, guys, I slipped. My bad. All right, that was kind of a flawed test. My bad. This one a little bit higher. All right, good. Very, very good. How many bars are we down? Oh, we still only down 1 bar. All right, that time it dog walked it. Maybe there's a knot over here or something. There is a knot there. Damn it. I didn't even see that. All right, we're going to try and stay away from that. Oh, fuck. I had to pick the piece of wood with the knot right there, right? And right here. We'll go back here. I think these specs have seen a better day, too. Definitely seen better days here. Got to get a couple of new specs. All right. Let's see. If a dog walks it here, then a dog walks it. The dog walked it. I think this is all knotty over here. Because when I had a good clean piece of wood, it was definitely a lot closer than that. The DeWalt still won, but it wasn't that bad. All right. All right. Dog walked it. It could be the wood, though. There's a lot of knots around here. I really don't want to have to change out wood again. Yeah. These ones are getting pretty beat up, those soles. Look at that. They're getting pretty beat up. They've been used and abused. It's time to buy new ones. All right, let's try a different fastener because those are pretty beat up. What about something like this? Do I got 2 of these things? This would suffice, right? That would suffice. Do I got another one of these? That's another Spax. That's a T40, I think. I'm running low on fasteners. I keep breaking them. Oh, they're over here. Oh, I do got another one. I got another Spax over here. All right. Let's try this again. That's better. That one's the better one. We'll go right here. All right, let's see. Yeah, it keeps slipping. These are just shot. They're shot, guys. Sorry. They're shot. They keep slipping. I gotta go get new ones. Let's do this. I'm pretty sure this is a... No, that's a 3/8. Three-eighths. Let's just see this. Let's see this. All right, you guys saw that, right? Now let's see how that looks with the rigid. See how it looks with the rigid. It's definitely slower. It's definitely slower. But my point was, and the guy who commented that I was rigging it was commenting on the Milwaukee video with the 2953. He wasn't commenting on the Walt 860 video. Here's what I've gotten after doing this about 100 times. The rigid has beaten the DeWalt a lot. Probably 35, 40 times. The DeWalt has beaten the rigid probably 50, 60 times off the top of my head, okay? As I was down here for hours just mashing them, okay? I never said that this was more powerful than the 860 or even the quick eject. I felt like it was pretty close to the quick eject, but that 860 is obviously the most powerful. My theory was it can hang with them for a lot less money. That was my theory. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Amanda Brown, is that my cousin? Amanda, what are you doing watching the channel this late at night? Don't you got something to do? Amanda, my cousin, she watches our dogs for us when I go out of town. She's a dog watcher. She's the only person we trust with our dogs. Her and her boyfriend, Sam, who is also a mechanic. Sam's here? Where's Sam? Did he say anything? Robertson's the best screw ever. What are you talking about, Sayer? You're just saying that because you're a Canadian. Don't you know the Phillips head is the best screw of all time? You Canadians and your Robertson heads. They'll probably get it all stirred up a little bit. Oh, fuck, Snap-on Sam. There he is, Snap-on. Guys, roast him. Roast him. Roast Sam right now. He's a big Snap-on guy. I make fun of him all the time for it. Hey, Sam, by the way, when you should bring your Snap-on tools over into the shop here, okay? And we'll just put it on camera, and we'll see. I already know what's going to happen. If you're up to the challenge, bring your Snap-on tools over here, and we'll see. And then we'll price compare. Snap-on is what you buy after the lobotomy goes terribly wrong. Robertson all the way. Robinson all the way. Yep. Don't be too hard on him, guys. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's just he's so heavily invested in Snap-on, he can't he's locked in for life. You know what I mean? I bet you Sam wasn't yeah, Sam, you probably shouldn't have fucking put Snap-on in the comments, bro. You probably should have just not. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have done that, brother. We love Sam. He's the only boyfriend of Amanda's Josh hasn't tried to kill. This is true. Jimmy, stay off the narcotics. Snap-on, no bueno. You need to have a house payment and tools. Jamie True. Be honest, Amanda. Does Sam have Makita tools also? We need to know. Sam, do you got any Makita tools? I'm probably the only person who has Snap-on account paid off completely. Nah, you're not the only person. My account's paid off. Sam and Christina need to go ring shopping for Amanda. Hint, hint, Sam. Bauer Brush will beat the Strap-on. Bauer Brushless gives it a run for its money. I did a video on that drill. I sent out the soles. That video was way down in our video section. It was one of the first videos we ever did here. And I was so goddamn pissed off at the results of that drill. And good old Torque Test channel. They talked me into that one. Watching Torque Test channel. So there you go. Keep watching Torque Test channel to get your news on tools. My Snap-on guy quit coming when he only paid for the tools up front. Yep. That's how I do it. Me and Shrewstray will look up your tools, Sam Eggleston. Also, Sayer's channel until Squatch will get all of his tools for $5. No, you're not getting my tools for $5. There is no such thing as $5 drills. No such thing. None whatsoever, guys. Here's why I prefer my channel over Torque Test channel. I use materials you would actually see in the field. Yes. Like Mr. Robert says there all the time in his videos, the day I see a machine hooked up to these tools in the field is the day I'll start believing what Torque Test channel says. Now, with saying that, they do make really cool content. They really do. They kind of hold the companies accountable when they're putting out their specs, that their specs are their specs. Whatever, right? But they are also very flawed in what they are doing. If they were just like, hey, this is a cool channel where we get to, put these tools on the machine to see if their specs actually meet up with what the companies are saying, blah, blah, blah. But they're actually, like, telling people what to buy and what not to buy, and they're influencing people in bad decisions, in my opinion. Yeah, I like I watch Torque Test channel, I do, but when somebody comes on my channel and says, well, Torque Test channel said that this is number 2 on the list. Well, I just showed you getting dog walked by a Ryobi, so I don't know what you want me to tell you. Should I stick one of them machines up to my ass and then we can fucking find out information about what goes on with my butt? I don't know. I mean, it's just fucking stupid, right? Yeah, exactly. Torque Test channel spoke well of CC. Those tools are fucking junk. They're junk. I have bought them. The whole reason why I started this channel was because of CC tools and Javin tools that I bought from TikTok. Because I got duped into it a couple of years ago. So when you're saying CC has the beans, well, I don't give a fuck if it has the beans. I don't give a fuck it has the beans on a wall with a torque fucking thingy. I could care less. Is that thing going to break on you after the second time you screw something down? Is it going to overheat? Is it going to catch on fire? Is the battery going to explode on you? I mean, there's so many other shit. Javin is smoking hot garbage. Smoking hot garbage. CC tools are the better than Power Brush. They are king souls. That's funny. See you, Roosh. How about Garden Joy? No, listen. Any tool that has the word Garden Joy in it, don't buy. Garbage. Sayer, did you forget your meds? See you, Doug. Oh, never mind. See you, Roosh. coming over here for something. Oh, yeah. Here you go. The worst drill known to man right here. The worst drill known to man right here. It's a Project Source. I also bought a Project Source air compressor. That was also the worst air compressor known to man. Ask Souls about that. Me and him went back and forth why the fucking Metabo brad nailer wouldn't shoot a nail. It was because the damn thing was junk. I don't know, Souls. This is pretty bad, buddy. This is pretty bad. What in the Taiwanese fucking shit is this? That has a battery in it? Yeah, it's got a battery in it. Look, right here. Boom. Boom. It has no speeds. Jaslyn says hello and good night. She misses and loves you. Good night, Jazzy. Love you too. Can I take it apart? Why do you want to take it apart? Josh, worse than the heart screwdriver? Yes. This is definitely worse than the heart screwdriver. That heart screwdriver, as much as I hate it, I guess you could still use it for very small. This fucking thing just sucks. Everything about it sucks. I have a brush Black & Decker and 12-volt Mosquito. Yeah, I still think this is worse than the 12-volt Mosquito. And as for Black & Decker, I don't know. I haven't seen a Black & Decker tool on the shelf in 10 years, so. Hi, Chica. Yeah. Or how about the Dong Chang or the Dick? D-Y, what is that? D-Y-C-K, Dick Drill or whatever? How about doing Chang? I'll give you $5 for the Project Source drill. No, because I think I'm going to do a series. You tell me if you guys would be interested in this. I was thinking about doing a series where we set out to find the worst drill on the market. Literally, buy all the shittiest drills we can and do this one big live stream to find out who is indeed the worst drill on the market in the world today. Remember Lowe's Rona Hustleman Pro? I still have a couple of them drills. Yeah. You know, that could be a thing too, where we could like set out to people, be like, post your shitty drill videos, and it could be a whole thing. I think it would be cool. Lots of money to be spent. Not really. Jimmy, I was playing basketball over there and worked construction America. Okay, he's explaining what he did. The Garden Joy? I don't know. I don't know why there's a drill called Garden Joy. Just doesn't sound right to me. What are you, drilling a rose bush? Like a tomato plant? Like, what the fuck? Why would Garden Joy do that? I don't get it. Yeah, that pink drill sucks. You're right, Soul. You're right. I saw that pink drill, and I was very tempted to get it. I'm not going to lie. Because that very could well be one of the worst drills of all time. Well, I showed you guys that this can definitely hang. Especially with the Milwaukee. That was the big gripe with these couple of guys. They were on the Milwaukee video saying I rigged it, blah, blah, blah. I showed it beating the Milwaukee time and time again on this live. Hell, I'll even do it one more time. I'll do it one more time. No, I won't. I'm not going to do it one more time. Because my wood's all fucked up. And I don't feel like wasting more wood. Yeah, double tap the screen. Also, guys, hold on. I got a t-shirt over here. I got my PTP shirt coming in a few days. Right? I got my PTP shirt. You can go get your merch at our merch store. You can get your Sasquatchy Tools with, well, not Tools with Big Josh, sorry, Tool Squatch t-shirts. You can get your Souls donut shirts. You can get your Souls Rooster Sucker shirts. And plenty of other stuff. PTP, Bower Brushed, all that stuff. It's in there for you guys to get. We sold a couple of things today, or one thing today, so it's pretty cool when you see something selling. It makes you think that people are actually watching and they actually are fans, so it's pretty cool. It made Christina happy. I'm addicted to blackberry iced tea. Never had blackberry iced tea. Yeah, Sam, go buy one, Sam. They're like 16 bucks, bro. Go to the merch store. The Juan just put it in the description. It says, it's got the Sasquatch here, holding up his finger. It says Tool Squatch down here. Plus plenty other things. I'll give you the family discount. Just let me know. We should send her a drill dough. Why does her husband want to be Ryan Day lookalike? Oh my God. What are you guys talking about? Just give me the money instead. No, Jimmy, no. Hey, Souls, how come you haven't told Christina to make a Miss Kita shirt yet? I thought that that would have been one of the first shirts you would have said to have put up there was a Miss Kita shirt. Oh, he did? Well, then why didn't you make a Miss Kita shirt for him? You put the Makita logo that says Miss Kita instead of Makita with a shitty drill underneath it. Blow him like you know him shirt. That's tough to do, those Souls, because the way the Shopify works, if it's anything derogatory that they pick up on or violent, they won't let you do it. They just won't let you do it. We need a Manda shirt now. Laughing my ass off. I want my own shirt. Oh, God. Here we go. Well, you got to be a part of the channel. You got to be, like, doing stuff on the channel. I don't know. Get your boyfriend on the channel showing his Snap-on shit. Maybe we can make that happen. I know what everyone is getting for Christmas. Oh, God. The channel that featured Clinton the Bear on one stream. What's up, LFL? I have a Miss Kita shirt idea. I'll make the SVG this week. Yeah, guys, that's the thing, too. If you guys got ideas and stuff, as long as it's not violent or derogatory and the system doesn't pick up on it, Christina can make pretty much anything. So get creative, guys. Oh, God. The ant gnome. Jesus doesn't teach how to use YouTube, Sam. What? Oh, you just want the abbreviations. Okay. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, Christina, do that. Just do the abbreviations. Don't actually put out blow them like you know them. Just put the abbreviations like here, and then Tools with Souls with his logo down here. And then people who know will know what that means, and people who don't know won't know. He uses talk to text. Sounds like me. Red stripe in the Miss Kita font. Without naming him, you can feature VCG standing on stilts next to Josh. You know, I don't know if I want... I know we got the Don't Feed the Bear stickers and coffee mug in there, but I've been thinking long and hard about it, you know. I don't, fuck what them guys are doing. I could care less. They can lie all they want. Everybody knows what they're doing. And the people who don't know don't want to listen anyways to actual facts. And, you know. Now, I'm going to buy a Don't Feed the Bear shirt and wear it on a lot of my lives. But that's why we live in America, right? Let's see them sue me for that. All right, guys. I don't know. Do you guys want to be done? I guess I could go for like another 20 minutes. I don't know. Do you guys want to see something else, or are you guys about done too? You guys just let me know. You let me know. I know, Denny, I know. Show you something that can cut something. I got plenty of stuff. Amanda, he has a rear handle Hercules. No, I don't. I took that back. No, I don't. I took that back, Souls. I'll show you something that can cut something. This can cut something. Ready? You ready, Amanda? You ready? There you go. You saw something that cut something. Tune in next week where you can find something else to cut something. I just sent you a Garden Joy link in the Discord for $30. Yeah, why, Pat? What do I want a Garden Joy drill for? I know I was saying I could do the whole let's find the worst drills in the world, but maybe in time, you know what I mean? You got to acquire these things a little at a time. You know, one here, one there, and then when you get enough, then you can go ahead and do the content. It's very hard to acquire them all at once. Cut more shit, make it fancy. I ain't doing a demo on how to make stuff. I don't got time for that. My favorite tool's over there. It's right there. See it? Oh, right there. That's my favorite tool. I love that thing. That's like my pride and joy right there. Fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that Barbra Street. I hate that fucking song. That song sucks. You want to know why that song sucks? Because my nephew sings it over and over and over and over and over again to the point to where you're like, oh my God, put on another song, Anthony Paul. It's not stuck in my head. It gets stuck in my head when my nephew's here. Christina, if you start singing Baby Shark, I'm coming upstairs and shoving this broom so far up your ass, you're going to be spitting out freaking wood. Do you hear that? She's singing Baby Shark upstairs. No, I didn't see the new Harbor Freight next to Paula's Donuts. I did not. Christina said you two throw hands. No, we don't. She's so full of shit, okay? She's so full of shit. It's not even funny. She tries. Once in a great while, souls. Once in a great while, she tries. You know what I do? I laugh. I hold her. She calms down. It's all over with. PS5 Dolphins. Why, is he in here? Why, is PS5 Dolphins a big Harbor Freight fan? He doesn't come into my chats too often, at least that I know. Laughing my ass off. And the glass is swept up when I came over. What glass? What are you talking about? You guys are making me look like a fucking monster. Stop. Christina, but you're a little. Little can't fight bigs. See? Souls knows. He knows. No, I said in person he never stops talking. Okay. I have very quick reach to his twig and giggle berries. Okay. Y'all are funny. Both of you are funny. Because I'm pretty sure there's been a time in both of your lives, Amanda and Christina, where Josh has had to intervene because your two mouths couldn't cash the check. Okay? So Josh had to come and cash the check. Yeah. Y'all forget about that, don't you? My wife punched me in the chest once and it hurt her hand. Exactly. Have Christina test some tools. She's funnier. You don't want Christina testing tools. Trust me. But that is coming, by the way. Good thing that you mentioned it. Where are these things? There. So, Christina's going to do the review on this thing. The wire crimpers. She's going to do the review on this thing this week, and we'll have this out to you this week. I'm just going to warn you guys, it's probably not going to be that great of a review, to be honest. Like, I can barely get my finger on that. Or, yeah, when Jeff ran out of your house, yeah, exactly. He ran and never came back. If you see it, Christina, seen me a link. I don't see it. I don't know what Juan's talking about, Christina, but he's chiming for you. So for me, it's a two-hander. Yeah, because for me, I can barely... Look at that, guys. Like, look how big those are. Those are not tiny. I could palm a basketball at the age of 8. Okay? I got to reach all the way to get them. Christina's not going to be able to reach. She's going to have to do it with 2 hands. But I want her to do the video just for that reason. I want to show that that's kind of... that's a wide gap. Too wide for the general public. What up, Shaka? Is Apache here? Yeah, where is Apache? Kind of shocked Apache ain't here. These are wire crimpers. Ratcheting wire crimpers from Hastronica. Sam said he can bring you some... Oh, no. If Sam's coming with his Snap-on stuff, he's getting in front of the camera and he's going to justify his purchase. He's going to try and justify his purchase. And then I'm going to roll up with a Milwaukee or a Rigid or a DeWalt or a Flex, and I'm going to show them why they're a better tool and they cost 1/8 of the price. Yep. Different gauges on it. You got 10 to 12, 14 to 16, and 16 to 22. It's all labeled right there. Can Sam say he uses drugs? No, he doesn't. Laugh aloud. He said, I quote, challenge accepted. Okay. Challenge, there you go. We're gonna have a snap off. We're gonna have a snap off, guys. We're gonna have guest stars appearing. I like that idea though. You know what I mean? I like having different people. You know what I mean? Sober and buying strap-on tools. It can't be. I know, buddy. I know. Sam, just go back and look at the snap-on hammer drill video I did. Just go back and look at it. If that ain't enough proof, go back and look at Tools with Souls in here. He did a 2-week series with that same drill, showing how horrible it was, how much it cost. He even opened up the tools and showed how cheaply made they are. And I'm just going to leave this one here for you. Hold on. Here you go, Sam. This is strap-on right here. Look at this thing. This thing is a pile of junk. Horrible. Look, I got a surface pad on it because I was getting the rust off the mercury. It's got no power. It's one of the weirdest grips I've ever held on a grinder. The only decent thing about this is the battery flips. It's the only decent thing. The battery technology sucks. It's old. It's outdated. And it's got the slim head, but I don't know how much the slim head really helps you at all. Now, when you compare that to a Bosch base model, where's my Bosch base model? See, my stepdad was down here using all my tools, and I don't know where the hell they all are now. Dickie. There it is. So when you got the Bosch base model, look how much more compact that is. It's definitely shorter. Look at the handle. See how the handle just fits your hand way better? And it's got the push. It doesn't have the stupid paddle, okay? It's just better to hold. It's easier to control. This thing here is goofy as fuck. Yo, what up, Eddie? Eddie's here. The party's just starting now if Eddie's here. And if that ain't good enough for you, I'll take this shit thing, a Bauer. Look at that bad boy. A Bauer from Shit Freight. Look at that. Same thing. This ain't great, but it feels a lot better. It's got the push button there. I keep going off camera, sorry guys. It's got the push button there. It's got the handle. It just feels better in the hand, and this is a $40 tool. This right here is like a $900 tool. Highway robbery, this thing is. This thing, even with my big ass hands, this thing feels god-awful. Sorry guys. And it doesn't even have any power. It has no power. Said you changed it when I streamed again. Yeah, I'm 5'19". Message deleted by learning with one. Oh, great. We got one of those in the chat. What do you got to do to convince me to buy a flex angle grinder? I've been looking for one on the marketplace, Souls. I've been looking for one. I'll wait. I'm very patient, Souls. I wait till the right deal comes and then I pull the trigger. But I think Apache has a flex angle grinder that we're gonna make a deal on. So, kind of trying to make a deal with Apache for one. But I do like the Bosch. I like the Bosch one. I do. Contact Flex and see if they'll send you one. You know, I did contact Flex, let's see, a while ago when I was at like, I don't know, 900 subscribers. And they didn't want to send me any tools, but they sent me a t-shirt, a koozie, and some stickers, so that was nice of them. Maybe I should. I'm close to 8,500 subscribers now, so maybe they will send me one. Good night, Amanda. Once you get the Flex, you want to use that Bosch again. I know. I just like the idea of the quick, the X-Lock stuff. I like that. I like that a lot. I wish all angle grinders had that. I wish that was the new norm. Just like I wish every oscillate multi-tool had Starlock. All right, guys. We're getting ready to get out of here. It's already 12:30. Work comes early in the morning. Got an angle impact? You mean a right angle impact? No, I don't. It's touchy around here. It's always touchy around here. Everybody's always touchy. Everybody's been touchy lately. Take care and as always shine on. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? All right, guys. We're getting out of here. Thanks for spending the last, whatever, hour and 20 minutes. Don't forget, the links are all up. Go get your Tool Squatch merch, your Tools with Souls merch. And I'll talk to y'all later, all right?